What you're about to see is real. The following people are not paid actors. This is shot in real time. Please enjoy Ryan and Derek. Question Everything, Episode 4.
I just started the recording thingy. Where are you going?
I was going to say, since I'm going to be doing the Derek song this week, if y'all can see that, Gentleman Jack, I'm going to have to probably have a swig or two of that to get through this song.
All right, so let's continue with ongoing tradition. Since I ruined the song this time, or last time, it's now Derek's turn to ruin a song. And it'll be okay.
Yeah, for the viewers, I haven't sung this song in over 20 years. It was 1997 or 1998 last time I sang it. Back with the old cassette tapes, I was recording to my other friend Jason, which I no longer talk to anymore. So if he sees this video, oh well. My mom interrupted me halfway through the song by Kitty, and so this will be the first time I've ever done it all the way through, and the first time with a swig of alcohol. So we'll, yeah. Kind of wish I had my little JBL little portable speaker. I think I left that at work. It would sound a whole lot nicer because I'm going to be using my cell phone, kind of like Ryan was last episode.
It's okay. You got this.
Well, here goes nothing.
That was a minute.
Whew. Wish I had some Coke to wash that down with. A little bit, that double mellowed is a little bit stronger than just the regular Jack. Yeah. All right, well, here we go.
Bitcoin, the best money we've ever had.
Just kidding. It's a YouTube ad. Sorry about that. There's a little boy in our neighborhood. His name is Evan Courageous, and the boys think he looks good. They wanted to go and see him, so they called him on the phone. They walked over to his house, and this was going on. His sister was on the sofa watching Ricky Lake. His mom was in the kitchen trying to taking bait. His daddy was in the backyard whacking off with the garden hose. I was on the porch with Evan, and he was picking his toes, and now I'm singing. Singing, yeah, just singing. Singing. Little Evan, you're as crazy as the people, and they say a ap-dap and a dup-dup and a why not a hey-hey, a swinging. Yes, and he was singing. Singing. Yeah, just singing. Singing. Evan, you're as crazy as the people, and they say a ap-dap and a dup-dup and a why not a hey-hey, a singing. Singing. Now Evan is a darling, he's the apple of their eye. When they want to spank with him, they make him almost cry. Evan was in the backyard, and I don't know what I'm doing, trying to make it sound good, but I know it's gonna sound that I'm singing. Singing. Yeah, just a singing. Singing. Little Evan, you're as crazy as the people, and they say, I am that band of dup dup, and why not a hey, hey, a swinging, a singing, yeah. I said, little Evan, you're as crazy as the people, and they say, a hud hud, a dup dup, why not a hey, hey, a singing, singing, singing. Oh, alright. I think I screwed up. Alright, yeah, I did. Anyways, that was... What? Stop! Okay, oh gosh. So that was Evan singing. Yeah. Now, if Evan heard that, being that he's 6'2", 220, he'd probably whoop my ass. So, yeah, there you have it.
Oh. Wow. Wow.
Hopefully that sounded good on your end. I didn't know exactly where to put the microphone at.
Yeah, that sounded pretty good.
Okay.
We have a little bit of a feedback for some reason.
Oh, well, hopefully that doesn't, well, okay.
Oh, it didn't do it when you were singing.
Well, hopefully I don't need to sing that again, because I don't want to get too drunk before I go over to Amy's house.
Yeah, no, it's good. All right, so now this segment is our chat with a vet. So on today's episode, we have Alex from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Also, he is in my neighborhood. So we just thought we'd bring you on here, and also you're one of the subscribers. So just tell us a little bit about yourself before and afterwards, and take it away.
It was an interesting story. I'm originally from Las Vegas, Nevada. So then I moved to the middle of nowhere, Hart County, Kentucky, Mumfordville. Yeah, that was a drastic switch up. Just because like I was from like that side of the world for so long, and I came over to Kentucky, and I do love Kentucky, but it was a super drastic change. And I don't know. I always kind of gravitated towards being in the military when I was younger, and I guess as I get older, I was like, well, I mean, I guess it makes sense to go. And I mean, I'd say it definitely changed me. I feel like a lot of veterans, their biggest struggle is like they go and they're how they were before they left, and then they come home and it's like their peers, friends, family, everything that they're really close to, you know, they expect you to come out like exactly the same, and it's never like that.
Right.
Everybody. Oh, and it's such a big struggle for so many veterans, you know, like I mean, it's just crazy. Like I recently lost one of the people that I actually served with for 2.5 years, you know, and that is like a prime example of like somebody going in and coming out and not the same. You know, everybody has their like everyone has their demons. Like it's a part of the life, you know, and I feel like sometimes maybe they get brought out more when you're in. And I mean, he got out and he couldn't fight his battles anymore, you know, like he passed away due to like mental illnesses and stuff like that. So I mean, it has to be a huge awareness. I mean, people always are trying to bring it up and bring awareness and everything like that, but it's more along the lines of like actual like action and something that's productive, like his life could have easily been saved. Just changing and getting out and going in, everything like that. So I'd say for me, I got out, and my personality definitely changes. Everyone's does. I mean, you do a combination of age plus going in the military. I mean, I got out, I was close to the same guy before. Besides, I feel like while you're in, it's like the years that you're in are essentially, we always used to joke around like dog years. Like it's like you age 7 years while you're in. Like like physically, mentally, the whole nine. So I mean, I was close to the same that I used to be, but now I'm like an old man, pretty much. Like I think that's another difference, is getting out at such a young age and going in so young. It's hard to make friends and stuff like that because, like I said, it's like dog years, man. Like I got out and I was just I got out when I was 22 and I went in when I was 18. So it definitely changes you for sure.
Well,
Wait, so how old are you? Oh, go ahead, Ryan.
What branch did you go to, and where were you stationed?
So I was in the Army, and my job was a 13 mic, which is multiple rocket launch system, and essentially it's like is the like I mean that's the term, but when people think of artillery, you know, they think of like cannons and stuff like that, and it's just way different than that, way different style. I'd say I was in Camp Casey, South Korea for over a year, and then I did the rest of my time at Bragg, which Casey was a interesting place to be. I'd say, you know, like it was, we would go on call to go to the border or go here, pose a threat here to North Korea, or go do this and go do that. It was just clockwork. Like we'd be in bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then we'd get a text, and like we'd have to like go close to the DMZ randomly at that time of day, you know. So I mean, it was definitely dynamic setting, nonetheless, to be in. And Bragg, that was a super fast-paced training environment to be in too. Like we would do like co-op missions with the Air Force, and we would load up our trucks then, and we would land, go shoot rockets, and then get back on the plane and go.
Get in and get out. I like it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we would do by the time that we landed, we'd get up like with communications, get on satellite, because all the rockets we shot were GPS. So they were extremely accurate, very far away. And it was like, it's a 10-meter difference of like the GPS point of wherever they're going to hit. So, I mean, if you're talking 500 miles away and you hit within 10 meters of where you originally, you know, to shoot, extremely accurate. But I'd say it took us about 15 minutes from the time that the door opened on the plane. We'd go shoot. 15 minutes later, we'd already be back and gone.
Wow.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean, that happened at Bragg. It's just a very like high pace environment. I mean, there was even missions where they went over to Korea and came back like in a matter of 90 hours. It was like a training effort to see if we could make it to a random island off the coast of South Korea and then go shoot rockets and be back in 96 hours. And it was accomplished. Like it was definitely under 96 hours, but it is crazy endeavor.
So you said you went in when you were 18 and you got out when you were 22. So how old are you now, Alex?
I always say this. I mean, half the time that you do is half the time it takes to transition. Like I did 4 years, got out about 2 years ago. I'm 24 now. And I feel like now it's like I'm finally done transitioning. Like I feel like it takes at least half the time that you were in on getting out to transition, because it was drastic, you know, from doing that. And I mean, also you got to put into consideration, like I was freaking crazy and I waived my dwell time. So like when you enlist, when you're going into high school, they're supposed to give you like at least a month. And I was like, No, I want to go now. Like, so I waived my time and I was gone in basic a week and a half after high school graduation. So it was like super quick, fast, in a hurry. So, I mean, I feel like it was just a really crazy transition for me because I went from like being in high school, doing high school things, and like 4 years later, I'm getting out. And I've never, at that point, I'd never even experienced the world. Like, I was like, wow, this is a lot. Like, this is, I'm like a grown up and I don't even know what the world is right now. Like, I've just kind of been on the mission, training, doing the army lifestyle. So yeah, it was an interesting transition for sure.
And I think, and also I think you're young enough now to where you'll be able to use that. Oh gosh, not the VA loan, but what the heck's
GI
that?
Bill.
Yes, the GI Bill.
Oh yeah. I mean, and I'm currently in school now too. That was like, and while I was active, I kind of was like, oh, GI Bill, whatever, like whatever. And then, now I truly understand the point of the GI Bill. Like, not saying that I didn't then, but like living that lifestyle of like being able to go to school and, get actual like funding to be able to live. Like, that is a beautiful transition plan that a lot of people overlook. Like, even when I was in the recruiting office when I first went in, it was like, oh, you go to college for free. I'm like, I don't care about college, so I don't care, And then getting out, I was like, the GI Bill is gonna save my life. Like, this is great. It's definitely a huge transitioning, like upper leg. So I mean, I'm very thankful for the GI Bill.
Yeah. So, Alex, whenever you were in, tell us one of those things that happened while you were either on a mission or something that kind of was like, wow, that you just won't hear about this or
Or
during
yeah, it's like
normal
one of
life.
those like stories that's like a oh crap or something like that. I think that's what Ryan's getting to.
Yeah.
There's, I mean, interesting. I mean, there's two like categories to that. It's like the oh crap hilarious moments that I'll like literally never forget in my whole entire life, and then there's like oh crap, this is crazy life right now. I'd say the one of them that was pretty intense is we were training, and it's like if you miss your time on target, it's you or like your crew is gonna get destroyed. You know what I mean? Like it's a super big deal, and like Lieutenant Colonel is gonna come there and just destroy you. And I mean, I was only a young private then, so it's like we go to shoot, and last minute one of our cables for our rocket malfunctioned. So and it wasn't loading the GPS. So then I had like, I don't know, I think 2 minutes to go outside, rehook up all my launcher cables in the back, come back in, get like on GPS heading, and like make it in time to shoot the rocket. And it was almost like a movie moment because we had like, it was 1 second, 2 seconds left, and like as the timer was ending, like I was flipping the switch to like shoot, and we were at the moment like, oh, we totally missed that. All of that's totally for nothing, and then they radio over. They're like, oh no, like 1-2's on target, like on time, da 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 da. And I mean, that was just intense. That was crazy, and pretty much no time left. I don't know. One time we shot rockets for 36 hours straight, and by the end of it, was all these training missions that we were doing is 36 hours straight. By the time that the next morning, I was like on the 35th hour of no sleep. I would fall asleep, and then I'd go to like arm the rocket, and then I'd fall back asleep, and then like my sergeant kept like hitting me to wake me up, and then like I woke up and shot it, and then just passed out after 36 hours. I was like, all right, man, I cannot stay up any longer than this,
Wow.
No Red Bulls or Ribbits for you, huh, Alex?
Oh, I still, to this day, still drink a Red Bull every morning because it is what it is, you know, like that's just something that's not going to go away, you know?
Right. Yeah, it's like that meme I see on Facebook. Most military people, they're fueled by Monster or Red Bull, nicotine, and hate. So
Oh yeah, it's that, and I saw that. It's like so relatable. It's like that pretty much sums it up, you know?
right.
All right. So, how is life transitioning to the real world?
Oh, really the most craziest. It's like riding a wooden roller coaster, if you want to be honest. That's pretty much it. Like, you know, wooden roller coasters, you know, going into a wooden roller coaster to ride it, it's literally going to be the most rough, just not comfortable ride compared to like a normal roller coaster. That's it. I mean, it had extreme ups, extreme downs. I mean, I came home and I mean, it was kind of weird for me because most of my family has already passed away when I was at a young age, anyways. So, and that was just interesting, you know. It's like getting out. I really didn't come home to too much. Like I came home to my mom, and that was it. So, and I mean, of course, all my old friends and stuff, like, we were not the same, you know, and like, I didn't want to go out to bars locally. I didn't care to go be extremely social. And I went from, that was like my old lifestyle. I did it for so long. I was just like, dude, I've done that for 4 years. Like, I'm totally over it now. So, it was interesting getting out and not having anyone. That was, I mean, and the GI Bill was, I mean, probably my strength of my transition for sure. But mentally, it was a huge adjustment. But I mean, you know, as time, like I say, 2 years, it took me 2 years to transition. Like, I'd say like I ended up meeting my fiance a year after I was out, and like she has totally, you know, like been there for me throughout. Like I don't even want to imagine the rest of my transition without that. And then I later, you know, I met, especially with everything that I do, you know, I met friends in the trade and like uh doing that. But I think it's the hardest thing for veterans is finding their niche once they're out of where do they belong, because it's like it's
Right.
vastly overlooked. It's, I mean, it's so overlooked that like you go to work every day and you belong and that's what you're supposed to do and there's no other thing except that. And so it's like, you know, you get out and you're like, wow, like I feel like it was almost sometimes easy to fit into the military because it's like so many walks of life, so many different opinions, people, everything. So all coming together and blending, that was your purpose. So getting out, it's like it wasn't the same niche of family, niche of camaraderie, niche of anything. It's like a lone wolf type of thing. Like you got to find where you're at, and that takes a lot of time. I mean, I got lucky. It happened after about a year after I got out, and that, I mean, that's a blessing. I mean, most people, it takes them, you know, especially people that have done their 20. Like, what are they supposed to do? You know, like
Right.
it was a great mountain to climb after 4, so I can't even fathom 20. So it was just interesting, but now, I mean, life is good now.
Okay. All right. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties going on there, and Derek had to drop out of this last section. He's got wedding planning to do, so yeah. But so you were saying the transition was difficult, and so the last part that we were wanting to talk about is what you're doing now. As
I mean,
far as the stuff that I've seen on Facebook, it looks pretty cool.
it's interesting. Kind of my story too with all that. I always wanted to be an artist of some sort, but problem with being an artist is you have to be able to draw, and I can't draw to save my life. But And I never knew how to work with tools until it's kind of weird. Everything came together. I met Rachel shortly after I started working with tools, and then I was like, "Wow, I want to do this all the time." And then I don't know, it just kind of branched out to being creative with what I build, and I mean, and I'm truly thankful within officially being open for a year, because I jumped right into it. I was like, wow, I can just go ahead and start doing a business. Like, that was like a steep jump for sure. But like I said, that was a roller coaster too. But later, I believe next year, I'm going to be published in Southern Living. Another kitchen, and well, I did a kitchen work, like two cabinets that were like crazy, and like a big like kickboard per se. All of that's going to be getting published and posted, and all of my suppliers so far actually have posted me on their Instagrams. So being open for such a short amount of time and having some really cool achievements like that, like I'm super thankful. And kind of like what I do, I never really do the same thing twice. It's always very custom, very different. Usually, I mean, it's just high end quality products for inside of houses. I mean, from tables to actual like designing inside of people's houses. Like, it's just anything that involves a really beautiful design and wood, epoxy. I'm actually going to school for metal for welding now, so I mean it will be branched out into metalworking as well. So it's just more of just a very, guess I'd say, a unique business, you know.
Do you have any like samples of your work or any pictures or anything that you're working on or have currently finished?
Actually, yeah, it's one of my workshop rooms in my house, so it kind of looks like a wreck. But this is actually a dining room tabletop that I just got done completing. Let me turn this around. So it'll turn. Let me see. Okay, there we go. So this is a tabletop I actually just got done completing. It's pretty insane. Just from, I mean, cameras don't even do it justice. The whole thing is just incredibly beautiful. I actually spent 30 hours sanding this thing, 15 hours pouring, and about 5 hours of preparation to even be able to complete what I was doing. So, it's just really time consuming and just very unique. That table is going to an auction after it's all done. Someone like invested in me to build that product, so then we could sell it together, kind of as a partner duo thing. I usually do not do pre-builds, and I consider that to be a pre-build. That's like the other big thing in my business is that I don't ever do anything pre-built. Everything that I do is always 100% completely custom, and 90% out of 100 is usually designed by me. Like the kitchen I did was a collaboration with actually the client. He designed his whole entire house. So me and him sat down together and did that. But most of the time it's usually always custom. I don't know. I don't really believe in doing pre-built things because part of the experience, part of the experience is really just to sit down with your client, and it's more of an experience more than just a contractor coming to your house and building a deck. Like it's way more specialty, way more different. It's more of an experience as well as getting just some crazy beautiful product,
Right. All right. Well, that sums everything up about what we were wanting to do, and thank you for your time for being on here. And we'll definitely chat with you afterwards.
Oh yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
All right, not a problem. See you, man.
See ya.
Okay, so for this segment, I have dad jokes. First joke. Did you hear about the man that circumcised elephants?
I have not.
The pay wasn't great, but he always got big tips.
Hey man, hey Ron, do you want to go ran through some shit? Damn it, I already screwed up the dad joke. I haven't had anything to eat, and I had a kind of a big swig of this. It kind of really didn't help out. Like go ahead with your dad joke.
I wanted to make a joke about leeches, but it sucked.
Mm.
Well, I found a wooden shoe in my toilet today. It was clogged.
Dang it! If this, I'm glad this isn't like some of the videos I've seen where it's like laughing you lose a point or the other person gets a point.
Yeah.
I'd be losing real bad.
What do you call a fish with two knees?
I don't know.
A toonie fish.
Fish. Oh, I remember the joke now. Hey, Ryan, let's go ran through a campground. We can't run through a campground because it's past tense.
Oh.
Yes, finally got it.
Oh, Lord. I can't take my dog to the pond anymore because the ducks keep attacking him. I guess that's what I get for a purebred dog. Those were mine.
Do you know which which state of the union has the smallest sodas out of all the 50 states?
Minnesota?
Damn you. Yes. That's supposed to answer my joke for me. What the hell? That's not cool, dude.
I'll just say,
oh, well.
No, what is it? Wait a minute. I think I...
Soda.
Where do you go to see the largest pencil?
I have no idea.
Pennsylvania.
Trying to think of another dad joke off the top of the dome. And I really can't answer them. Oh. Do you know what the rapper Chamillionaire's favorite author? Do you know who Chamillionaire's favorite author is?
No. Who?
J.K. Rowling. That's one I saw off a Def Comedy Jam. It's horrible. I apologize, everybody.
What did Delaware?
I have no idea, actually.
And New Jersey.
Okay.
There was more to that, but
there were more jokes. Oh gosh, I should have been better prepared. I'm sorry, bro. I was just worried about that damn song because I hadn't sang it in over 20 years. And I had to listen to it before I sang it. I was like, man, I'm going to screw this up royally. And it didn't do too bad until I got to the end. And then I just kind of just got flabbergasted and discombobulated and all that good stuff. And for all you kids out there that don't know what those words mean, get in a dictionary. It'll help you out.
Stay the hell in school.
Yes.
If you want to redo this over, we can.
No, you know what? Actually, I kind of like this. Maybe edit out some of maybe like the beginning of what we're talking about stuff. But you know what? I like how it's raw. I like how it's kind of unfiltered.
Struggle.
You say it's a struggle?
Like how both of us are struggling to come up with content.
I don't necessarily. Well, I mean, I guess I could view that as a negative, but I think it's.
Of course, we'll.
I mean, well,
we'll keep it.
Yeah.
Because we're not perfect.
That's true. I mean, if you wanted to, you could. That way, I could, go grab some dad jokes if you wanted.
No, it's okay. It's up to you. I mean, just, well, my brain just went out the door.
That's fine.
It walked.
Hey, Ryan, is your refrigerator running?
Yes, it's running.
You better go catch it. Ha ha ha. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have had a couple of swigs of this before. I haven't ate anything, so it kind of hit me a little bit now. I'm a little bit, well, yeah, a little bit tipsy. I don't know if that's good or bad for the listeners, but I am a responsible adult. I'm not gonna just keep on drinking this because I'm gonna go see my girlfriend in about 3.5 hours. I'm done. So if any of you negative Nancys want to try to get on social media, talk to the police or anything like that, I'll be okay. I'm probably going to piss it out in about an hour anyway, so it'll be okay.
Well, you are doing marriage stuff, so you're excused.
Are you saying that's a reason to drink?
Oh.
Good, because I don't think your wife Heather would appreciate that too much, Mr. Ryan Kendrick.
No, he's in the doghouse after this weekend.
I'm in the doghouse, but we won't go there.
We're still recording, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Boy, we are pulling the curtain, like to use a wrestling term, we were pulling the curtains back, so to speak, on a little bit on our actual real lives. So we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to probe any further on why you're in the doghouse. I'm sure I'm going to be in the doghouse at some point.
Well, let's just say this, that we know what it looks like whenever a tent and a tote goes off the roof of the car down the road at 60 miles an hour.
So somebody did not secure it properly is what you're saying.
Right, because
after yelling at me.
After yelling at her because I refused to listen on how to properly ratchet strap a tote down off the top of the car.
And hence what happens. Anyways.
But everything is good. We're home.
Good. Glad to hear nobody was hurt. Everyone made it home safe, and like I said, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
That was scary.
It was scary, but that wasn't the first time I've lost something off the top of the car that I had to stop and go get.
but I had no idea.
Oh, so you're a slow learner, is what you're saying.
Very.
You could say that. I'm just very stubborn. All right. So, for this next segment, we have Heather's Weird Facts. Are you ready, Derek?
Sure, let's get this right.
All right. Take it away, Heather.
Okay, so the first fact is going to be the Restaurant of Order Mistakes, is the name of the restaurant, employs waiters with dementia, and you never know what you're going to get.
Oh, that,
So you could order.
man, I could see a bunch of lawsuits coming from that if someone's like, "Oh, I'm allergic to nuts," and then they eat something with nuts in it, and then they go into anaphylactic shock. Boy, that could be bad.
I didn't think about that. It's like, I want some fish. Well, you got a pizza.
Exactly.
Wait, so, hold on before the next fact. Where's this restaurant located at? So I never go there.
I'm not sure. It doesn't say.
It's not a known. I don't know. We'll have to look it up and get back to you on that.
Yeah, we'll definitely look it up.
Okay.
Fuck. All right.
So the second one is a middle school in Dallas organized a breakfast with dads event and then realized some students lacked father figures. So the school made a Facebook post asking for 50 volunteers. The next morning, 600 men showed up to help out.
Pedophiles.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's one way to look at it. I've actually saw that Facebook post or something similar to that. And I commend the men that, didn't have any relation to those kids whatsoever, but wanted to be, I guess, a positive male influence. So good on those men for doing that. Of course, Ryan had to go pedophile.
That, and I bet none of them were
No
Dallas
respect.
Cowboys. Oh.
Yeah, possibly.
But I do see the good part in that too. But I mean,
You would go for the pedophilia part of it.
Ryan, are you a pedophile? Do we need to let authorities know?
no, I'm not a pedophile.
Okay.
You're just,
I am not.
yes, you are. Okay, so you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay. The national animal of Scotland is the unicorn.
The national animal of Scotland. Corn.
I've rendered y'all speechless.
Those Scots are crazy. I see on Facebook you can buy a yard of land in Scotland and become a lord or a lady. So why not, right?
Right. I don't know. A unicorn. Okay. Next fact.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola was originally green. Now, whether if it's referring to the branding, I'm not sure, or if it's referring to the actual product itself. But it was originally green.
Oh. Okay.
Could you imagine drinking that?
Well, you drink Surge. That's green.
They don't sell that anymore.
They do too.
Or for that matter, for something green.
True.
Monster.
My friend Andrew Bridges would say the nectar of the gods.
Okay, you ready for the last one?
But I do know that peach or mango Pepsi
That's not
is nasty.
No, it's not. Different.
Okay.
Very different.
Okay.
All right. Next factoid.
All polar bears are left-handed.
What? They're no righty.
If that's the case, for all those Coca-Cola commercials that air around Christmas time, if the polar bears are opening the Coca-Colas with their right hand, I'm going to write Coca-Cola and say, look, you got that wrong. You need to be factually correct and quit spreading fake news. Oh, yeah, that just happened.
Derek's gonna troll.
Are you going to troll Coca-Cola now?
I wouldn't say that's necessarily trolling. Well, okay, I guess it would be, but yes, I will troll Coca-Cola. And and if they ask who dares troll, I will say Ryan Austin Kendrick is my name. No, I'm kidding. They can't, because they can pull my IP address and say, "Oh, this email is registered to Derek Pauly, not Ryan Kendrick." Don't try and play us for a fool.
How did they figure out that all polar bears were left-handed? Did they look at the muscle mass on that one hand? Do they all have?
Observations, I guess. I don't know.
Do they all have Popeye syndrome? Oh, okay. Is there any more?
Yes, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is for our next segment. And this is why we ask the viewers like you and subscribers to write in us questions so we can read them and respond to them. So Heather is going to read some of them, and we're going to answer them. All right, go ahead with the first question.
Okay, this one is from Crystal Metheny from Arkansas.
Crystal Metheny.
What weird food combos do you really enjoy?
What weird food combos do we enjoy?
I don't really have a weird food combo that I enjoy. I'm pretty much a plain Jane when it comes to food. How about you, Ron?
Come on, Ryan.
Really?
You can do it. Tell us what you had as a child.
Okay, so Derek knows about this, and I used to eat cornflakes with peanut butter and syrup mixed together.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
No,
Yes.
I don't want to. My child even makes fun of me for this now, and I don't remember well, but it was a pimento cheese sandwich with
Grape jelly.
grape jelly.
What was the rest?
Bologna
And what
and
else?
mayonnaise.
And his mom has verified
And my
this.
mom has verified. And I asked for another one. I don't remember that, but I think that's where I got my weird food thing from. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really trying to think what I ate that was weird. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. it's. I guess it's weird to other people that put like the dressing or whatever it's called on top of the meatloaf, like the sauce, I guess you could say. My dad, when he made meatloaf, he would always have the ketchup and squirt it on the side of the plate. I've always dipped my meatloaf. I've never had the sauce on top. Apparently, when I moved over here in North Carolina, that's not the stuff. And also Carolina, which I'm sure you can attest to, Ryan, they put slaw on pretty much everything.
Yes. And also barbecue slaw, which is amazing.
Oh, yeah. I'll take your word for it. I haven't made the leap to do that just yet.
It's good.
Jody, you have.
Yes. Huh? All right. So next question.
This is from Ugg Lee from Nice, Wyoming.
This is from Ugg Lee from Nice, Wyoming. Oh, God.
Okay, so I know you do this sometimes, but what movie quotes do you use on a regular basis?
You go first.
Well, okay, one is from the movie Life. That's one with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy in the prison movie. If I see somebody, that's at work just standing around, bullshit and talking, I'll be like, "Hey, boss, he ain't working." That's one I use a lot. Yeah, that's pretty much the only one I use really like a lot. I quote random movies, too, just if the situation warrants it. How about you, Ryan?
I can help you with this.
There's a mantis in my panties.
Yes. There's that one.
That's from Mr. Science Theater 3000. You've just got to watch part of it. And he just goes, "There's a mantis in my panties."
This was that giant praying mantis that was taken to the city.
What else is there?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Anything from Napoleon Dynamite. Get over here, you fat cow. Oh.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah. Get to the chopper now.
Oh my God.
I have my child saying that.
Your child also says another one you don't like.
Oh my God. And I hate my kid for this.
You let her watch it.
My child knows how to hurt my feelings. So does my wife. And they think
feel so well.
They think it's so funny. I don't know if you've seen Avengers Infinity War, but it's at the end where Spider-Man looks at Iron Man. He goes, "Mr. Stark, I don't feel so well." And then he dies. And then there's another one. What is it?
What is the other one? I don't remember the other one.
I don't remember.
If there's one from Pulp Fiction I use quite a bit. It's someone like ask a random question and they give me a good answer. Or they actually give me the answer I want. When
Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson are in that guy's apartment building. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of backstory on that. Samuel L. Jackson asked Brad why, or if he knows why they call a Big Mac in France the Royale with cheese. He's like, yeah, it's because of the metric system. So basically, if someone like gives me an answer I didn't expect, I'm like, look at the big brains on Brad, or something to that aspect, something to that.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
But
would you like some sausage?
Yeah, that's a good one too.
All right, next.
Pretty much any quote from Forrest Gump we could use as well. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I may be stupid, but I do know what love is, Jenny. No, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
You have your child.
No, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
And then I hit you.
Never.
You're free.
Yeah.
I'm not. This one's cool.
This one's cool.
This one's from Mike Rochburns from Fire, Idaho.
Mike Rochburns, Fire, Idaho.
Man, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel with these people's names. Good gosh.
What's the most thing you have bought?
The most ridiculous thing you have bought.
For you, there's a lot.
Don't tell me you're gonna make me go first.
No, I think Ryan should go first because I've got a good one. If he doesn't think of one, I have a good one.
Most ridiculous thing.
What was it? What?
Do you know what or no?
Yeah, what is it?
The sunflower seed sheller.
Oh, so I have a sunflower seed sheller.
It has a face.
It has a face on it. It's a little cube about yay big, and it has like 4 different slots that you can put sunflower seeds in, and you could put little eyes on it, and it deshells the sunflower seeds for you.
The funny thing.
So heaven forbid you just take a couple and put them in your mouth and spit it out. You got to get the sheller, is what you're saying.
No, he eats the shell too.
I eat the shell too sometimes.
What do you need the de-sheller for? They just put the sunflower seeds in your mouth. You do know they make like the barbecue and the ranch and all that flavored sunflower seeds. Okay.
Whenever I have nothing better to do with my time.
Most ridiculous thing I've bought. I don't know if it's the most ridiculous thing I've bought. One of the most ridiculous things I've done is co-sign on a loan with the ex-wife, and then she quit paying on it, so I was responsible for that. So,
what else ridiculous thing have I bought?
Oh, there's a reason you're not allowed to watch live auctions anymore.
Oh, yeah. So, there's the reason I'm not allowed to watch live auctions online anymore. Because I bought a broken photo frame that was pretty much garbage. I bought a cushion that I ended up
Giving
just
to your mom.
giving to my mom. And
You bought that little child's beach chair.
I bought a little child's beach chair that the first time I sat on it, I broke it. So I don't watch auctions anymore. Okay, next question.
This is from.
Would you like me to read it? Oh my.
Number 4. You
Okay.
read it. Read.
Okay, this is
You're gonna have to because we're in different locations.
This is from Hugh G. Knockers from Twin Peaks,
Okay.
Washington.
So, name one brand that you are most loyal to.
You want to take that, Ryan?
Most loyal to, there's 2.
What?
Mossy Oak and Real Tree. What? What?
It's one or the other, sir.
That's hard. Because I
agree with Ryan.
Because I just recently started wearing that stuff.
Yeah, I do like those fishing shirts you bought.
And those are Mossy Oak. I have well, I mean, I guess if
Those
I had
are
to
Real Tree.
pick, huh?
Those fishing shirts, the long sleeve ones,
Yeah.
they're Real Tree.
I mean, I have about half and half. Like, I have half Real Tree stuff, and I have half Mossy Oak stuff, clothing wise. Fishing, the that I am dead set on is Shakespeare. That is Shakespeare.
Fishing wise, all I know is Zebco. I need to up my fishing game.
On Zebco.
That's fine. That's fine. You can do that. Now, is this like clothing or just brands in general?
It's brands.
Just anything.
I mean, I can't really narrow it down to one either. Like for my coffee, I prefer Black Rifle.
I was gonna say that.
For like for my tech, like my cell phone, Samsung all the way. I'm never going back to anything else. Never going to go to iPhone. Dang sure going to stay away from LG from now on. Compared, because when I had my last LG phone, it just kept on, being ridiculous. Maybe for like my beard care products, I like Viking Revolution for the time being. But I guess since I liked their stuff on Facebook, I'm getting a whole lot of ads for a whole bunch of different other like beard products. So I don't know. I might try their beard products. You never know.
My damn beard still won't grow in right. I'm almost 40. Little Owen Hart pun.
May God rest his soul.
Exactly. As far as like brand wise for me, it was Samsung all the way. I did go to the dark side and get an iPhone just because it's easier for me to communicate with family because everybody has a freaking iPhone.
Well, not just that, like, your child has an iPhone,
My child has an iPhone,
and you have to have a way to control it.
and I've got to have a way to control that.
Because I can't do it by myself.
I mean, I guess I can see that. My son's got an older iPhone, but I'm the account manager of that. So if I just want to suspend his service just to make him mad if he's not doing good in school, not paying attention, I can do that.
Oh, we stopped certain apps
I can delete them permanently.
and
Oh.
them permanently so we can get inside her phone.
Anyways,
So anyway,
are you ready for number 5?
let's get to our next question.
I hate you guys for
Okay.
Okay. Next one is from Wilma Dickfit from Tiny Hole, Oregon.
Wilma Dickfit from Tiny Hole, Oregon writes in. Wilma Dickfit.
I don't know about that, man. Where are some unusual places you have been?
Some unusual places that we have been. Bumpus Mills, Tennessee, where the 2 of us plus 2 other people got lost camping.
That was in Tennessee?
Yeah, that was in Tennessee, dude. We somehow ended up in a place called Bumpus Mills, Tennessee.
Weird places we've ended up. For me, one of the weirdest places I ended up was in a hospital right off of base near Las Vegas, Nevada, because of alcohol poisoning.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember passing. Well, no, I take it back. Last thing I remember from that night was sitting on the sidewalk trying to go into base because I had lost my ID. They wouldn't let me on base. That's the last thing I remember. They kept on telling me to sit up. I'm like, man, screw this. I'm tired. I'm going to lay down. And then I woke up and I was half naked. I'm like, I had my pants on, but my shirt was off and I had an IV in my arm. And I'm thinking, what? Where am I? So, yeah, not cool.
There's another place that me and Heather actually went exploring to, and I swear if I ever went camping there, I would burn everything that I own camping wise.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. Well, we do
Yeah.
have a question from one of our subscribers and watchers, Jennifer from New York. She wants to know if it would be possible for us to do a segment on shows that we like, as far as stuff that's on Hulu and Netflix, and why do we like them?
I'd be down for that.
Yeah,
I could do that.
We could definitely do that. Yeah, we definitely I have a lot of shows that I like to watch, and right now I'm still on watching on Peacock Raw I'm at 2002 right now, right after Ric Flair joined the NWO, not so inconspicuously. So I'm right there, and then watching a couple different shows, but Bob's Burgers would be one. And there's just a couple different Netflix shows.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of the name of it. The new season hasn't premiered yet. A couple of my friends from Facebook told me about it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyways, maybe next episode I'll be more. Sorry, there's a dog just walked through my bushes over here. Yeah, Jennifer from New York, I will definitely be better prepared for next time and give you good recommendations of what I like. May not be what your cup of tea or anybody else's cup of tea, but I will do more research and be better prepared for next time.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll definitely make that into a segment. So, we are just going to go ahead and wrap up for right now. And as always, just send us those questions. Because right now we're having to come up with questions on our own. So that's why all these are funny.
Mhm.
The names, y'all might not think they're funny, but we do. So hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Derek. Like Ryan said, like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. What?